Okay, so to continue our lesson, you guys should be, it's page 137 in your student journal. Look together there. We'll go through 3 and 4 here in a couple minutes here. So describe the transformation of f of x equals the 4th root of 2x plus all plus 5 represented by g of x equals negative 4th root of 2x minus 5. What do we do there? What happened from f of x to g of x? Okay? A vertical reflection, or as Alex said, a reflection, or Andrew said, reflection over the x-axis. So we have, that would imply that g of x equals negative f of x, correct? Okay, so just so that we're clear, when I put f of x in here, and I substitute all of f of x in, for this f of x right here, I'd have negative the 4th root of 2x, all plus 5. And notice that negative symbol right there distributes into both parts here. So that equals the negative 4th root of 2x, and then minus 5. Okay, that's how we end up with that. Okay, so very good. This is a reflection in the x-axis. All right, that changes it vertically. Okay, number 4. Go ahead and tell your neighbor what you got there. Yeah. Okay. Let's see what you guys got. Well, let me show you what I get, and then you can see if that's what you get. Okay? What I get is I am going to break this into 2 different parts. Okay? I'm going to take f of x, and the first thing I'm going to do to it is a horizontal shrink by a factor of 5, 6. Now, if you recall from back when we did these earlier in the year, when you're dealing with a horizontal shrink or stretch, you're taking the reciprocal of that. So you're multiplying it by 6/5 of, okay? You guys, yeah, sorry, that would be f of 6/5 x. Okay? How many remember doing that earlier this year? It was an area where some of us really had some 6/5 x plus 1. All right. And then from that point, that ends up being 15 times 6/5. Yep. You get 8, the cubed root of 18x plus 1. That's what h of x equals. Now you have one more. Transformation there, said by a translation 10 units to the left. Is that happening inside or outside? It's happening inside with x. So now we have g of x is going to equal h of x plus 10. Because it's going to the left, we add 10. And once again, this is getting plugged in for x. Now I will tell you the common mistake is for your answer to be the cubed root of 18x plus 11. Anyone put that? Okay, a lot of students put that. In fact, the answer book puts that. In fact, the first time I did this, I was looking at my work. I really think I just copied it out of the answer book because I put that. I was like, what in the world? But anyway, that's not the correct answer. Okay. Which then gives you the cubed root of 18x plus 181. All right, we distribute. That is g of x. Now I'll tell you that it really makes you start to think there. You're like, are you sure? Yeah, I'm pretty sure. You know, if I take this function right here, this is not vertex form. My h value is not 1 here. Remember, your h value really is whatever makes this in here equals 0. Okay, the other way to think about it, if I was trying to find the h value and put it in vertex form, I would need to factor out an 18. So that means divide that by 18, which gives me x, and then divide that by 18, which is 118. That means my h value right there is 118. You guys with me there? Okay, now if I do that same thing over here to find my h value for g of x, I would have to factor out that 18. I get 18. I have x. And when I factor out 18 here, I get 10 and 118. Now, when I say h here it's actually negative 1/18th, right? And then I say h here is negative 10 and 1/18th. Is that a translation 10 units to the left? Yes. It's easier to see it after you've done that. Okay, if you try to think through these graphically, it really messes with your mind when you're doing horizontal shifts, because everything's kind of backwards inside there when you deal with it. Okay, so the algebra helps out quite a bit there. This is your solution. Okay. Any questions there? That's so fun. Yes. I mean, functions, man. I'm telling you. All right, number 5. Yeah, it is radical too. Good job. Okay, use a graphing calculator. That wasn't even my joke. That was Maggie's, I think. Okay.
I found you.
Well done, Maggie.
I found you for too long.
Extra credit. Extra credit.
Oh, I'll take that. Wait, no, seriously, I'll take extra credit.
All right. What I'd like you to do, we are going to use a graphing calculator to graph this. Now, on our graphing calculator, we have to put it in y equals format first. So go ahead and everyone write it in y equals format real quick. Okay, so I'm going to have to move the 5 over, right? 8x minus 5. And then I'm going to have to take the square root. When I impose the square root, it should be plus minus. So y equals plus minus the square root of 8x minus 5. Okay? Now, if that's the case, when I'm putting that into my graphing calculator, I've got to put the positive and the negative. Oh, yeah.
Whoopsies.
Pretty neat, I know. Oh. Okay, the question is, identify the vertex in the direction the parabola opens. Well, when I hit graph, there's where it opens. It opens to the left. No, it doesn't. It opens to the right. Come on, you guys got to stay with me, man. It opens to the right. Okay, and then the vertex, you could calculate the vertex, or I should know from this, I could actually figure the vertex by pulling that 8 out again. X minus 5/8, what's my h value? Hold on 1 second, what's my h value here? H is 5/8. What's k? K is 0. What's my vertex? Yeah, it's 580, man. Okay, now if you wanted to, you could actually calculate it on there, hitting second calc, your vertex, which is, where's my vertex? Well, in this case, it's a 0, right? What if it's not? Dude, you better know what you're doing here. Now, did I put it in my calculator?
Ours splits.
Huh? Oh, that's lame. Yeah, sometimes they do that. I think there might be an option on there. Anyway, they should. It doesn't just stop. Not hackable. I got to figure out why that is. Hey, it should go through like that. Chase, was that what you were asking? Yep. Hey, you're going to see that on the next one as well. If we graph the circle. Let's go ahead and graph the circle. Oh, I just gave it away that it's a circle. Then again, they did too. Okay? We've gone full circle. Nice. Good job. Well done.
If you can't beat him, you might as well join him.
That's right, man. Go full circle. That's good stuff.
It's been 2 years. You kind of have to at this point. You just, if not, then you're going to have no fun. Right, McCoy?
That's right.
Yeah. No,
Hey,
listen to the haters, McCoy.
Now, note you cannot just take the square root of 49, the square root of x squared, because you have to do what's in here first. Implied parentheses. Okay, so go ahead and put that into your calculator. Remember, you're going to have two different pieces there. What did I forget? Yeah, the negative out in front. So I'm going to go second, delete, which is insert. Okay, graphamundo. And there we go. Now, when I look at mine actually looks like a circle. Yours probably looks silly like this. Okay, if you go to zoom, square, option 5, it makes your viewing window more of a square. That means it's no longer going from, your window actually is changed to negative 15 to 15 on X and negative 10 on Y.
I kind of like the oval.
Tell me you're having problems with your circle. Okay, if your circle is messed up, what I'd like you to do right now, hey, stay focused, please. Focus up here. If you're having a hard time or your circle's messed up, work with someone around you, but I want you to identify the radius and the intercepts of the circle, X and Y intercepts.
Here it is.
Pretty fun. Hey, hey guys, just so you're aware, if you remember back to geometry, this is your equation of a circle, correct?
Yes.
And that last version is r squared. Okay, remember the equation of a circle is, it's actually in the back board there, it's x minus h quantity squared plus, okay, in this case, my radius is that squared. So what is the radius? Radius equals 7. What is the center circle? 0, 0. If the radius is 7, that means my x-intercept is plus minus 7. And y-intercept is plus minus 7. Because the circle hasn't moved from the center. We don't have any h and k values in there. Okay, I don't know why it's not touching. You're asking me difficult questions. I've got to look that up. Okay, but there's a picture of mine. Don't be jealous. All right. I'm going to go ahead and hand out the assignment here. Oh, by the way, your answer to yesterday's puzzle time was?
Potato.
Potato. For those of you that don't know what an eye of a potato is, which I did not know, it's where those little sprouts sprout up from.